The rusty meat hoof digs deeper into my cheek. I scream, but the sound is muffled by the butcher's twine cinched tight around my jaw. He smiles, a slow, wet pull of lips that reveals blackened gums and teeth filed to points. This isn't the man who sold me chorizo yesterday. This is something else, something that smells like rot and pennies. It's late summer, 2024, and the air hangs thick and fetid in this forgotten corner of New Orleans. I came looking for a fix, not this, not whatever this is. I need heroin, bad. Been chasing the dragon for weeks, and the withdrawals are gnawing at my insides. I stumbled into the wrong alley, the wrong doorway, and now I'm strung up in this dilapidated butcher shop. The concrete floor slick with something that might be blood, might be something worse. The fluorescent light above flickers erratically, casting long, distorted shadows that dance like mocking spirits on the walls lined with rusting hooks and stained aprons. The butcher, this thing, hums a low, guttural tune as he sharpens a cleaver against a whetstone. Ha! Each scrape sends a jolt of terror through me. The sound isn't just metal on stone, it's the grinding of bone, the splintering of hope. He isn't going to just kill me, he's going to use me. I could feel it in the air, thick and cloying like spoiled honey. He's going to carve me up piece by piece while I'm still alive. A swarm of flies buzzes around a discarded pile of something near his feet, their iridescent bodies shimmering with an unsettling beauty.
You came seeking oblivion and you found it, but oblivion isn't what you think. It's a vessel.
My head swims, the withdrawal, the fear, it's all blurring together. Hallucinations claw at the edges of my vision, fleeting glimpses of my mother's face, etched with disappointment. A memory surfaces Christmas morning, 10 years old, ripping open a present to find a brand new baseball glove. I threw it away within a year, traded it for cash for that first taste of oblivion. Ho! He begins his work. First, the rope constricting my wrist is replaced with thin, razor-sharp wire. The searing pain blossoms in my palms as the metal bites into my flesh. I fight a pathetic thrashing against an invisible force. The butcher doesn't even flinch.
The purest offerings are those already broken, those who have willingly surrendered to the darkness. Heroin's such an elegant key, it unlocked you so readily.
The scent of decay intensifies, permeating every inch of my being. I can taste it in my mouth, metallic and sweet like rotting fruit. My mind fractures further. A different memory, a fight with Sarah, my girlfriend. Screaming accusations, slamming doors, the finality of her tears. I'd promised to change, promised everything. The bone saw sings as it makes its first incision, a long, deliberate cut across my thigh. The pain is excruciating, but it's not just physical. It's a psychic violation, a tearing away of something essential within me. Blood wells up, warm and sticky against my skin. I try to scream again, but the twine still holds me captive.
Do you feel it? The release? The hunger. The hunger.
I do feel something, not release, but an echoing emptiness, a void that seems to expand with each breath. It's the absence of hope, the finality of despair. And beneath it all, a faint pulse of something else, something ancient and cold. He moves onto my chest, meticulously carving symbols into my skin with a scalpel. Each incision burns like liquid fire. I see them now, intricate patterns that resemble no language I've ever known, twisting glyphs etched in blood. They writhe beneath my skin, pulsating with an unnatural light.
These are the seals. They bind the vessel, they channel thee, essence. You are becoming more than you ever were. He laughs, a dry, rattling sound that sends shivers down my spine.
The hallucinations intensify. I'm back in my childhood bedroom, surrounded by baseball trophies and faded photographs. My father stands there, his face blurred but radiating an unmistakable disappointment.
You threw it all away.
He moves lower, towards my abdomen.
Now we awaken the dormant power.
This is different. The pain isn't a searing burn, it's a deep, gnawing ache that spreads through my entire being. I can feel something shifting within me, something alien and vast.
He gives me a choice: embrace the oblivion, surrender completely, become one with the essence. Or I can try to fight, try to seize control of this thing that's inhabiting me, a desperate gamble with an almost certain price.
My mind races, desperately seeking an escape from this nightmare. The heroin, the withdrawals, the guilt, it all coalesces into a single, overwhelming desire to end it, to simply cease to exist. But there's a flicker of defiance within me, a tiny spark refusing to be extinguished, a memory of Sarah's smile, fleeting but real. I choose to fight. With a surge of adrenaline fueled by desperation, I twist my body against the restraints, straining every muscle. The twine bites into my skin, drawing more blood. He lunges forward, his eyes burning with an unholy light. The cleaver descends but doesn't connect. Instead, a wave of nausea slams into me as something within me resists, a guttural roar echoing in the confined space that isn't mine.
You shouldn't have done that. It wasn't meant to be challenged.
I feel it then, the entity within me pushing against my consciousness. It isn't an invasion, it's a merging. My thoughts become tangled with something ancient and vast, a cold intelligence that sees through time and space. The symbols carved into my skin begin to glow brighter, pulsing with an infernal energy. The black liquid in the corner rides faster, its surface reflecting distorted images of forgotten cities and cosmic horrors. My body contorts against the restraints, limbs bending at unnatural angles. My bones crack and shift as something new begins to form within me, elongated fingers tipped with obsidian claws, eyes that glow with an internal fire. The metallic tang of blood is overwhelmed by a smell like ozone and decay, a scent that burns my nostrils. He sees what I am becoming, a vessel no longer solely defined by its human shell, but an extension of something far older and more terrible. I look down at my hands, or rather, the things that were once my hands. They flex, testing their newfound power. No. But is drowned out by the rising tide of ancient hunger. My gaze falls on the butcher, trembling and pleading at my feet. He is no longer a threat, but merely sustenance. I raise my clawed hand towards him. His eyes widen in abject horror as I bring it down, not with brute force, but with surgical precision. The cleaver drops from his nerveless fingers and clatters on the concrete floor, lost amongst the